The heart of Mandy is the emotional devastation suffered by Red, Nicolas Cage, after the brutal death of his girlfriend, Mandy. This grief is not just sorrow, it's a spiritual annihilation that drives Red into a near mythic state of revenge. His journey mirrors a descent into hell and transforms into something primal and wrathful. The film frames its characters in almost archetypal terms. Mandy is otherworldly, pure, and ethereal outside of the opening sections of the film. The interpretation of Mandy is only presented through Nicolas Cage's eyes and what she means to him. The cultists and biker demons, the Black Skulls, are embodiments of evil and chaos. Red, fueled by love and rage, becomes a grim reaper, carving his way through enemies, and even though he gets a moment of catharsis, he keeps going. The conflict is cosmic in tone, bordering on religious or mythic allegory. Jeremiah Sand, the cult leader, is a weak, narcissistic man, masking his fragility with faux spirituality and control. His humiliation and eventual destruction highlight the contrast between performative, power-hungry masculinity and the raw emotional power of Cage's grief and fury. Both visually and thematically, the film explores altered states through drugs, trauma, and madness. At the end of the film, we are greeted to a torn and cosmic sky that Mandy was reading about earlier in the film. This represents the stage of Cage's character by the end of the film. He's had his revenge, but his lover is gone, and after the fire that drove him goes out, all that's left is a barren mountain range staring into a black primordial sky. Magnificent to behold, but empty. The director creates a dreamlike, nightmarish atmosphere using deep reds, heavy filters, slow dissolves, and painterly compositions. The film often resembles a fever dream or a heavy metal album cover in motion. It's split into two halves, a slow, meditative build-up and an unrelenting, violent revenge arc in the second half. You don't even get the title of the film until the action starts. Cosmatos leans heavily into mood and atmosphere rather than conventional narrative flow, so I can understand people who found the movie to be a little bit underwhelming. The score by Johan Johansson, his last before passing, is droning, doom-laden, and ethereal. A sound design, which is equally important, helps create a thick, almost tactile sonic world that traps the viewer inside Red's mind. Drawing from heavy metal magazines, 1980s horror, and grindhouse exploitation films, Cosmatos creates a unique retro-futuristic, occult-tinged aesthetic that feels nostalgic but wholly unique. As for the acting, Cage delivers one of his most unhinged yet emotionally grounded performances in years. His descent into madness is believable because it's rooted in genuine pain. His bathroom scene especially is a mix of grief, rage, and guilt, with Cage at his rawest and most vulnerable. The number of emotions he's juggling in that scene goes to show that despite his reputation as a living meme, the man can still give an outstanding performance. His silent, expressionist work in the second half makes him feel mythic, like a haunted golem. Andrea Riseborough gives Mandy an eerie, mythical presence. She's quiet but hypnotic, and her eyes and voice seem to hold entire galaxies. And while her role is relatively small, she's given enough character development so she stands out against a more typical female character in these revenge-type films. Like Cage, her standout scene is when she laughs in the face of Jeremiah Sand in a turning point, shattering his illusion of control. Linus Roach, who plays Jeremiah with a mix of pathetic fragility and cultish fervor, is both creepy and pitiful. Bro's the embodiment of delusional male ego, and wouldn't be surprised to learn if he was based on Charles Manson. He plays a perfectly hateable villain, and it was incredibly satisfying to watch him beg for his life, while Nicolas Cage refuses. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.